Yeah, the sunny sun is strong today. Damn, I haven't seen them. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes for you all to join. We have roughly about, well, not really oh my god, I cannot see if there's a car coming or not. Holy guacamole, is the sun strong today. Wow. Zers, look at that. You legit cannot see it so strong. Oh, look at that guy, boy. He's waiting, boy, in the someone to fly down the street, boy. What a sneaky sneak. What a sneaky sneak. Just waiting in the cut. What's good, everybody? Happy whatever day it is. Days are just mashing up together, man. Days are just mashing up together. It's crazy, man, what's happening, the times we're living in. I'll tell you what, you really, to be honest with you, man, it's gonna be another live that we're gonna have. But you really have to like build a tribe, man, in these times. There's no question about it. Or you're gonna think you're going crazy, man. You know, you gotta like have people that are in alignment with you that actually, can relate to what you're experiencing and what they're experiencing, and them be like, yeah, I know what you're going through because I'm going through it too. I know what you mean because I'm going through that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, really have to, for real, man. Like, and this live, if you read the thumbnail and the title of the live, oh yeah, there's more to life than we've been told. That's for sure. So welcome to the live, everybody. I'll give like a few more moments, a couple minutes for people to join. I have a little bit of time before I'm going into Pilates and body balance. But let me just say this. There's moments nice not to be awake and just be like, everybody else, and just, like oblivious to what's actually happening. And then I see people that are oblivious, and I remember different moments in my own life that I was lost and confused, but yet still awake, because nobody else, I felt like, was. So it just, felt like I was going crazy. So let me just say that, I feel for everyone and every single person that's here on this planet at this time, man, because seriously, man, it's no joke. There is such a mixture, and I don't even like using the word levels, but there is legit levels. And when I say levels, I say what I mean by that is there's like levels of awakening. Like some people are deeply asleep, and then others are like full blown, like massively awake. And there's just so many different levels, man. It's like it's legit like everyone, and even though we're like all a collective and we're all like one and the same, and like we're feeling and going through what each and everyone's going through, but like some are very aware and some aren't. um it don't matter compared to like hundreds of years ago when there was nobody awake, you know. That's what makes it even more challenging and difficult, because we're still all connected and people don't realize they're actually connected. People don't realize that you got to move with everybody else, even if you think you're here doing it all alone, and you're not. You know, man, you just have to take it with a grain of salt. You know, you have to, you really have to, like I said, man, build a tribe. You have to build a tribe. It's so vital that you call in, you know, what you're looking for, so that you can stay sane in these times, man. You know, because, like I said, man, I'm deeply grateful that I've been awake since like 7 years old, and I'm 47 now, so it's like 40 years. You know, granted, it has not been easy whatsoever. I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but the fact of the matter is I'm grateful that I am actually awake versus completely oblivious to what's going on, you know? So, you know, part of my mission, part of Luna's mission is awakening people, but not forcefully, but just, you know, talking about this stuff, bringing it out there so that there's a voice to it, putting a voice to it. I know there's a lot of people doing it, but not everybody will resonate with everybody. So it's like, if I'm guided to do it and put a voice to it, I'm going to do it, because I never had that. I never had like people talking about this stuff, and no one knew. And like, they just send you to the doctor, and the doctor tells you, yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. It's all in your head. You know, that's the typical thing that most star seeds and light workers have heard, you know. Oh, it's all in your head. There's nothing wrong with you. You know, and in actuality, they're right to an extent. But like, they didn't actually know what's going on, you know, and they just brush it off. And then you're like, where do I go? Who do I go to? If I talk about this, man, they're going to gaslight me, you know? So it's like, so, you know, if I can put a voice to it, and I can, you know, shine light to it, so that someone waking up, newly waking up, or even just a little bit awake or a little bit on their journey, sees the message and is like, oh my God, I feel so much better, man. I'm not the only one. I thought I was the only one. I didn't have any idea. Like, I thought I was the only one going through this. And it's like, I can tell you right now, man, the worst thing you can do is seclude yourself and isolate. I did that, and I still do that, because, you know, I'm more like a introvert than I am an extrovert, and I like my time alone where I can go within. But I can tell you right now, it's definitely, even like, you don't have to suffer in silence, man. You don't have to suffer in silence. That's the thing, man. That's the message I want to like put out there. Like, but I know it feels like that. I know the way that the world has been designed at this point, due to deep programming and everything else, it feels like you've got to do it alone. And it feels like if you do talk about it, people are going to think you're crazy and you're like, you know, what is it, like psychotic and all these different things. And, you know, and that's what we've been deeply programmed to think. But in actuality, man, there's more people out there awake and going through, just waking up and questioning their entire life. Like, what the hell have I been doing? What am I doing currently? Like, and yes, there's a lot of people still that are not.
and that potentially won't wake up because they chose to not wake up in this life. But I'm gonna tell you what, man, you're not alone, man. You're not going through this alone. It's a process all of humanity is going through, and you don't have to feel like you're alone. You're not. And I want you to come to this channel, and Luna wants you to come to this channel and feel like you're at home and feel like you can speak of what is going on with you and not be judged for it. You know, this is a non-judgmental platform, you know, and it's sad how, you know, other countries other than the United States actually embrace people waking up as like a gift, you know, and they welcome it, and they, you know, it's just like we need to get out of the mode of like we're separate and I have to do this all alone and I can't have support and I can't talk about what I'm going through because I'm going to get gaslighted. You know, it's like I said, man, I'm getting chills because, you know, it's like dear to my heart, man. It touches like home for me because of what I went through, man. And there was no support and there was nobody around that that could relate to me or could even understand what I was even going through. And I'm so grateful that people are actually beginning to speak out. And if I have any say of it, I'm going to be all around the world globally speaking my truth and helping humanity because of what I've gone through and what I continue to go through, and not be this non-authentic person like pretending to be something I'm not. And yes, I go through shit all the time. Yes, I have things that come up. Yes, I get rocked. Yes, all of it, man. And I'm human, and we all are spiritual beings having a human experience, you know. And what's going on, man? What's going on? Thank you. I don't know, Bashi. Thank you, everybody, man. Please tap that like button and subscribe to the channel, man, if you're vibing with what I'm saying. But I'm just saying here, there's more to life than we've been told, man. There is more to life than we've been told. Okay? And I'm here to tell you that it is true. Okay? You don't need scientific proof to tell you that. Okay? It's not just go to your 9 to 5 and clock in and go see your friends and eat your food and like, yeah, that's part of the experience, but there is damn sure more to life than we've been told, y'all. And I'm here to expose that. And I'm here to assist you in remembering who you are and why you're here and what you came here to do. And so is Luna. And that's what we're doing with the newer school, you know? And yeah, man, I just know that you don't want to go through this alone, man. I just know that. I did, and I have. And I've walked this journey alone for 47 years. Well, I don't want to say 47 because, you know, Luna came into my life a couple years ago, and, you know, I've had different people that have been amazing come into my life, you know, recently and the last few years that I never had before, because I did walk this journey alone, and it has not been pretty, and it has not been fun, and it has not been I mean, granted, there's been moments, yes, that have been fun, and there's been times that were good, okay, but for the majority, man, it's been a struggle. And I want to take what I've learned from my own experiences. Yeah, I know, dude. I know. That's the whole thing. Like the mass, but at the same time, man, we're hitting critical mass. And thank God there's enough of us waking up or are already woken that we're gonna tip the scale, and they're gonna have to either wake up or they're gonna transition and leave. You know, there's no more like time. There's no more playing games. There's no more, you know, like trying to hold like resist it. There's no more of that. There's too many of us that are awake, that are tipping the scale. That's what critical mass is called, and we've already done that to a point. And that's why they've shown me how it can't be stopped. It can't be stopped. The awakening, the great awakening. And yet there's still people that, and even the ones that are awake for a few months or a year or 2 years, it's like a newly awakened individual. I still am here to assist. Like, know that you don't have to go, you don't have to go at it alone, man. You know? And like I said, that's what me and Luna are creating, the New Earth School, and Rip into Light, and the New Earth School, but also the app that we're creating and building the app, or setting up the app school to have a community where, and I want it to be in person and virtual, because I want to be able to help people all around the world, man, that are going through this. This is like right now, is a pivotal point for the human collective. It's pivotal right now, and I don't ever want anybody to feel like they're doing it alone, or they're alone, you know, because it feels like that. I can tell you right now, it definitely feels like that. When you walk around and you see all these, like, what you call like NPCs, and you know, you see people just playing in the matrix, like, you know, like the routine, like this gentleman or woman said, I'm not sure, I didn't read the name, so I'm gonna say female or male, but the routine, yeah, it feels like you're like, where the hell am I don't belong here, you know. And you begin to question even more, and you can't fit in, and then you try to do the things to fit in, but actually it doesn't work. It's like trying to fit like a circle into a square, you know. And that's most of us star seeds and light workers. We're circles trying to fit into a square, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, man. Or a square into a circle. It doesn't work, man. And we know that, you know that, I know that, we've known that for our entire existence here on Earth. And you do the things to try to fit in. You try to go to the 9 to 5, but it don't work. You try to, you know, drink the alcohol or do the drugs to fit in. It don't work. You know, you try to just do, but it just doesn't work. You know, it just doesn't work. And so, like, you know, that's like a big part of like my purpose and my mission in the New Earth School, but a whole lot surrounding it, but encompassing like that aspect to it, you know. The struggle separates us and united us. It depends on the life you've had, wealth and love, struggle and pain. Yeah, I mean, to an extent, man. You could have all that wealth and all that stuff, man. It doesn't matter, man. My parents loved me, you know, but they didn't know how to deal with it. And that's the honest truth. They didn't know how to deal with it. They just thought it was like, oh, you're eating too much sugar, or you're like, you know, this or that. You know, when I was hearing voices at like a little kid, you know, they don't know, like a lot of families don't. And that's like, when I look at Luna, man, how she's teaching her 7 and her 10-year-old consciously is just so beautiful, man. Like an awakened parent teaching their kids consciously is so beautiful to watch, you know. And she encourages them to talk to their spirits, talk to their guides and their angels, and, you know, and asking them like, what do you feel and what do you sense, and all these different things, so they're in touch with their feelings and their emotions. And it's just so beautiful to watch, man. She's such a beautiful parent, and uh, yeah, I know that what she's doing is changing the world, because everything that we do impacts the whole of the collective. So by her doing that and consciously teaching her kids in the way she is, it's emanating out to the masses. And this will be the future, where the kids are coming in and the parents are conscious and they're teaching them consciously. It's not like, the routine, or you have to get a job, you have to work a 9 to 5, you have to go to college, you have to do this, blah blah blah. It's like all these things that, um no, like, how about you do what lights you up, you do what excites you? How about we realize that money is energy? How about we realize it's dependent on your frequency and your vibration? And like I said, I now realize on a deeper level, because I just was shown why there's such a big percentage, if not majority, struggling financially or struggling in general with health and everything else, because we've been programmed and conditioned to stay at a low frequency and vibration, which does not attract anything, essentially. Like, when you're in those vibrations, man, your thoughts are negative. You do negative self-talk. You talk to yourself negative. You stay in these low frequencies, and now we're just starting to realize, like, the collective is just very small percentage, but the collective is starting to realize, and hopefully it's enough that will pivot the whole entire collective. But that's why even before my generation, we had like mass killings, and we had, just a lot of poverty and all kinds of things of that nature, because they've learned, the dark has learned how to control and keep people at those frequencies and vibrations, and then they're struggling in all aspects of their life. Yeah, no, man, that's gonna be. Listen, man, when I tell you about that, I am right. I'm 100% right. I'm 1,000% right. But again, and I always say this, man, and I'm saying this to you as well. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So if whatever I'm saying doesn't resonate with you deeply inside you, then leave it. If you feel like it doesn't resonate with you, then it's okay, man. You know, but I can tell you that we are entering the golden age. You have to take your focus off of what you're seeing in the mainstream, what you're seeing all over the place. You have to take your focus off that, because here's the thing, man, a lot of that stuff is being created so that your attention goes to it. Because do you realize that where your attention goes, energy flows? So they're trying to get you to bring your attention to that. So you imagine it and you create it. And then that timeline becomes a reality. Okay, so we have to start focusing on what we want in the world. What do you want to see, man? Do you want to see everybody having enough food, abundant, in harmony and balance? Do you want to see all that? Well, if you want to see all that, then you have to focus your attention on that. They want you to focus on the negative stuff. They want you to focus on these narratives that they're creating, because the more people and humans that they can get to do that, we're going to create it for ourselves. We're going to actually create that timeline. Get what I'm saying? So it's like, you can make a massive difference. It doesn't mean because you're just one person focusing your attention on like beauty and joy and harmony and excitement and balance and all this stuff, like you're the only person doing it. So you think that you can't make a massive change, when in actuality you can. Yeah, well, a lot of the history was manipulated and lied, and it's not even true. Okay? And yes, there is possible timelines of that history. And it's like they're trying. Oh man, this is a whole, I can't get into this topic right now, man, but you know what? I'm going to screenshot this. Have you subscribed to the channel, my friend? Because we will get into this deep. Okay, we will go into this topic deep. I just cannot do it right now because I have a class. I'm going to be taking a Pilates class right now and then a body balance class. I haven't done this in over a week because I was having allergies. Okay, sometime back. Yes. Well, we'll hit on this topic, my friend, because this is a really important topic to talk about. Okay? Because I'm telling you right now, man, we're as we go forward, this year is going to be massive disclosure. You cannot allow yourself to go to these negative places when you see the things coming out into the collective, because there's going to be a lot of exposure happening. Okay. And you cannot focus your attention on that. You have to see that the exposure has to come out, the disclosure has to come out for these systems to fall so we can recreate new. So the exposure and disclosure that is going to happen will wake even more people up. Okay? That's the intent behind it. It's going to wake massive amounts of people up to then question everything. Okay? And then start to change it all for the better. That's how we create change. So do not fall into these narratives of what they're telling you on these mainstream platforms, man. Do not. I promise you, man. It's going to take you down a road you don't want to go. Okay? It's going to take you on a timeline you don't want to be on. Trust me, man. We're getting very close to having to choose. Are you going to choose the organic timeline, or are you going to choose the AI artificial one? And they've already been scanning all of the humans to know who's going to choose what. And I've already made my decision a long time ago. I'm not going in this transhumanistic artificial timeline. Okay? I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of the organic timeline. And there will be a choice that you will have to make. Okay? And the more you focus on the fear of this being a possibility, the more you're going to draw it in, because that's what they want you to do, man. They want you to be in fear so they can control you. Okay? So hear me out, man. And let me just say this, man. Go back and watch this live. There's so many activations and codes in this live, from the sun, from my voice, from my vibration and frequency that I'm bringing through, and you will get something from it. Trust me, man. But I promise you, man, you got to go into your heart, man. You got to breathe and focus on your heart. Yeah, don't fear God, man. God is good. God is good. God is great. So Josh, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but I'll just say pound 420. Listen, man, just trust the process. Trust what's unfolding, man. And if you don't want to be a part of the artificial AI transhumanistic timeline, you don't have to be. You get to choose. So choose the organic timeline. Okay? But I urge you to not focus your attention on what is happening and what they're going to show you and what they're going to expose, and you thinking, oh, history is just repeating itself. No, it's not. Everything is being dismantled so we can move into the golden age, the age of love. We're heading into the Aquarian age, which is the age of love, which is the golden age, essentially. Your kids are going to be perfectly fine, man. They are light workers and star seeds. They are going to be so good. Like their DNA is fully activated, man. They're going to be good as good gets. They cannot be programmed. How old are your kids, by the way? And I gotta head out of here. I wish I could stay and chat about all of this. I just wanted to get on here, man, and give you guys some words of positivity to start your day. Man, just know that good things are coming. Just get your mind off of what they're showing you, because they're wanting you to focus your attention on that so you can go into fear. That's all it is, man. Straight up fact. So you can go into fear, and then you're easily controlled. I'm telling you. Yeah, they're star seeds and light workers, my friend. They are. Those ages, they are light workers, man. They're not going to be programmed. They're not able to be programmed. They're better than we are. Their strands of DNA are already online. They're just waiting for the activation to happen. So they're going to be good as good gets, you know? So just, man, teach them consciously. That's all I tell you, man. Speak positivity around them. Speak good things. Keep positivity in your own life. Stop focusing on what these mainstream things are telling you, man. They just, it's all lies. It's all lies. That's all I can tell you. It's all lies to keep you from the organic timeline, from us going into the golden age, man. That's not what they want. Yeah, man, take it easy. Where are you from, brother, by the way? Reed, what's good, brother? Hell yeah, man. Divide and conquer, my friend. But we're not dividing. We're actually coming together. We're uniting, you know? Yeah, well, you're in Kentucky. Okay. Well, yeah, there's a lot of that in that area, I'm sure. And you know, like I said, man, a lot of exposure is coming this year and contact is coming next year. It's all unfolding, man, and it's going to unfold perfectly exactly when humanity is ready. I promise you that. So I'll be back later. I'm going to do some Pilates and some body balance to get my, you know, to get my, you know, yin and yang in balance, so to speak. I love you all, man, and just keep your head up, man, and just know that we're on a positive trajectory. We are, okay? Even though all the things that are happening in the world, it doesn't look like it, but I trust and believe we are on a positive trajectory. So, you know, with that being said, man, subscribe to the channel, everybody. Yeah, Josh, you're right on, my brother. I agree with you, man. Get them off the devices and get them outside, man. Get them playing in nature. Get them in tune with their imagination, man, because their imagination is the connection to the unseen world. And that's what they want us to lose. They want us to be so distracted with devices that we forget and we don't use our imagination. GPSs, TVs, all these things take away from our imagination, and our imagination is quite literally the connection to the unseen world. And that's what they don't want you doing, man. They want you to think it's fake and fantasy and that you're making it up, and you're not. Okay, I promise you that there is fairies and there is gnomes and there is unicorns, and they're all at a higher vibrational frequency that we haven't been able to reach because they've kept us in fear and they've kept us controlled. So they kept us down low enough that we weren't able to see the unicorns and fairies and the extraterrestrials and the spaceships. Okay, so get out there and keep imagining, man. Teach your kids how to imagine. Say, hey, look at this apple. And then take the apple away, right? Take the apple away and ask them to visualize the apple without seeing the apple. The more you can keep them imagining and visualizing, the better off they're going to be. And they will have a deep connection to the unseen world, man, and their gifts and their psychic senses. But yes, Josh is spot on. Get them off the devices and get them out playing outside and visualizing and imagining. I love you all, man. I will see you in the next video, in the next live, or somewhere around the world. Tap that like button. Please, all of you 5 people, tap the like button, subscribe to the channel. We need to get this video out to more people. I love you all. I'll see you soon, later on.